Alright, in this video I'm going to show you how to sketch a car. I like to put my artwork a lot of times in inside a circle. Gives it a very dynamic look. So I got this for drawing the circle. This actually belonged to my grandfather. So generally I make it a little smaller than the car, so that the car is kind of protruding outside of the circle. Makes it look very dynamic. So you want to put that in the center of your paper. Okay. And this is just a basic clicker pencil. It's what I use most of the time for drawing my outlines. I find they work very well, and to not use up my eraser, I'll usually have some other erasers. So start by drawing the outline here. And you don't need to get every little notch, but you want to get the basic shape. And don't feel afraid to erase anything if you need to. Don't forget about foreshortening. Now, foreshortening is when the front of the object, whatever is closest to you, is going to look larger. So as you can see, it's protruding outside the circle. I'll use a small eraser, a little finer, easier to get exactly what I want erased. Now, as a general rule, you don't want to draw too heavy, but so that you can see it better on this video, I'm going to darken my line. I feel pretty good about it so far. So because of foreshortening, I expect this area here to look smaller than this front. Just use whatever eraser you like. I'm just being particular about my eraser here. This is the same material that's in most school pencils. This type of eraser, the wooden school pencil. This is a Halloween pumpkin I just bought. Kind of large and obnoxious. And this one here is was sold at an art store. The tips of the ears, all the little details, give you sharp points to erase with. So it actually makes it a very good eraser. So detail of the wheels. Okay. Now I will add the cockpit of the car. Making sure everything matches. Okay. That part is about done for the outline. All right. Now I'm going to write the words Lego car. Just label it. And what I also like to do is add some leaves in the background here. So I need to decide what kind of leaves. Maybe something like a palm tree. So come up here with a couple lines here. All right, I'll darken those so they're easier to see. So you got the trunk, and what you do is you bring down these curved lines, and from there you'll draw the little bits of branches. Put another one over here. Okay. See, I'm looking for my marker. The next thing I do is I take and I go over all of these lines with a thin marker. This is a Prismacolor. I often use a Pigma Micron. Either one will work. A fine line or marker pen, which I've seen in the stores, will work. You'll be able to see these outlines, these lines better once they're darkened. I added the word palm down here. Now the trees. It often helps to rotate the image to get all the sides of the circle to make sure they're very smooth curves. Okay, we're getting close to done here with this outline. And before I color it, I'm going to add the little details that make it a Lego car, the little bumps on top. Okay, so I'm going over these new details with the marker. Alright. You can do this all at once if you want to. I'm going to go in and add some more detail. And I need to add detail to these wheels. And I believe that will be enough detail. Okay. So, right, time to color. I'll get out my greens here. I think that might be the one I want. Oh, this is even better. That's a blue green. Not quite. Okay. So I will start with the palm trees. Now a bunch of little strokes is what it takes to fill in these palms. This here is a bunch of small strokes indicating the individual parts of the individual leaves, or leaflets, I suppose it would be called. Not really sure. I'm going to do some brown for the trunk of the palm trees, and then I will start on the car. This here is actually a woodless pencil. Got a lot more, you can color with it for a lot longer because it's got more color in it. So anyway, not that you have to use any particular tool. Regular colored pencils will work, although I'm using pretty high quality ones. Let's see. Before I do the green, I'm going to add yellow highlights so I know where they are. So along the window here, let's see, about there, there, for this whole area. And some down here. Okay. So don't color this gray area, that's the window. Now, for shading later, I will add black on top of the green, so I'm not going to worry about that now. So later on top, so just color everything green. All right. Now I'm going to put down my black marker. Pencil, I mean. Windows are gray or light, sort of a very dark gray, kind of a black. They are darker here, closer to me. And that's where the general shading is. The shadow is facing me. So everything on that side of the car is going to be darker. Now, from my perspective, the front of the car is also dark. All right. So, for the inside of the circle here, I'm going to color it blue. Now, what I've got here is a pencil accidentally broken, and you see you can't really color with this tip. So I will show you what to do if you have a broken in case you do have a broken woodless pencil. So I've got a sharpen or a this is a sandpaper pad, and I have one of these knives here. So what I'm going to do is scrape off a little bit of the outside edge. You have to scrape off the paint. Okay. Get out of my way. Now, if you sharpen it closer to a tip, you can sand it, even finer tip, but that does somewhat defeat the point of it being woodless. So I'm just going to use this blunt end to color it. If I need a fine tip, I'll use one of my regular wood pencils. But you do need some way to get the paint off the outside of the stick. Alright, I'm going to choose one more color. Let's grab this violet. Yeah, it looks sort of like a beach here. Ocean, I mean. Alright, and there you have it. Thank you for watching.